Yeah,
Hold up, sir. Let me ask you one question. Is Chico Sticks considered slave snatch? That's my favorite snack.
Yes.
Chico Sticks?
Yes.
Really?
See? If you can't, where do you buy Chico Sticks? If you can't go to Publix, like if you can buy them at a random gas station, if it comes in a jar,
you talking like pig feet?
Exactly. So you already knew the genre.
Nine laters come in a jar.
Continue. There it is, Murder. You already kicked us off. What up? It's Three Brothers No Sense. I am Tavares Ferguson, joined my co-hosts, Razi and Buff, and two of our special guests, two of our top fans, top listeners. Is it Mama Reese? I forgot. What was your nickname, Reese?
All right. First of all, Sherman said it was Mama Reese.
Was Sweet Ma or something?
Sweet Mama Reese. And I take that. I take that.
So our pimps on here.
Trying to pimp me out.
Y'all gave me that name, but y'all didn't give me my money.
Okay.
We made no money.
Well, Sherman got all the money this weekend, so I'm thinking
honest hoes, and all our hoes is honest. Okay.
And we got money this weekend, so I'm waiting on Orazio to send me my money.
Yeah.
No checks.
Because he's in them streets.
He was in them streets for real. I like it.
And we got Nick over here, one of our top fans. He keeps me rolling. So let's kick it off. People, how was your week? Tell me what's on your minds. How's it going? Let's start with the guests. We lost some. Oh, they're moving around.
Hello.
Ladies first. Reese, you just said you hot, you tired. Where you coming from, lady?
So I went to Busch Gardens with a coworker with a little bladder. I don't know if anybody knows, but I do not. When I say I do not. And I'm so glad because I didn't share it. Like I think I excluded her from seeing me share it because I wanted to talk about her. So I'm gonna talk about her real quick. She has the smallest bladder. I promise she got a taller bladder. You get her in the car. Should we say this is the bathroom? Every fucking 5 minutes. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We'll go. Then she want to go to Starbucks, but you want to have to pee again in 3 more minutes. Did I take you to the park? You gotta pee. It felt like I just took my 7-year-old. I just should have took her.
Well, obviously she is because you said you took her to the park like she was a kid.
Yeah, I escorted her. But anyway, so we get to the park. It's a Wednesday. It's hot as hell. I'm talking about the devil's navel hot. But I stayed. We got on each ride like twice because no one was there. The traffic was crazy. I don't know if anyone knows about Hampton Road Tunnel. They play Mario Kart there every freaking day. But I got through it and I made it here. I took a shower because, I didn't want to be, which I was stupid because I took a shower thinking like, I don't want to be dirty, but ain't nobody going to smell me. So I should have just kept on the same thing I had on. But I took a shower though. So, and I'm here. So
I'm digging the door knockers though. I'm liking the door knockers.
Oh, yeah. We went to New York and it's so funny. Everyone comment about my door knockers. I'm like, but y'all are the ones that originated the door knockers. Why y'all surprised? But I don't know. I love them. I hate small earrings. Always have.
And small earrings, small bladders. We got it.
And small. Never mind.
Don't do it.
Hey, what's up with you, my man? What's good with you?
Oh man, brothers, been on the road, man. That's what I do for a living.
So where are you today?
I'm at the house in Mobile now.
Okay, we never know where you're at.
I thought you still in Oregon. I thought you still in Oregon.
I don't know what you're saying, Nick. I can't hear that.
It buffered, and then it came back.
You must be at Sean's house.
He is all the way in the movie because she's saying butthole.
Sean, I know you ain't gonna take that, yo.
That was up her.
Hold up.
Sean gonna have some words as soon as her internet connect. She gonna have some words for you.
Damn, that was funny.
Ooh, that's a shade. We had this talk the other night. That's probably why you see your name you see the name on the screen.
Yeah,
you got Rodney Buff and what?
Brother
Rodney Buff and number who?
3. Yeah, I know. I'm everybody's least favorite. It's cool. I accepted my place.
You shaded, bro.
At least I'm in the top 3.
Top 3, but you want to be number 1.
Mm-hmm.
You got to try to be number 1.
I'm not even like that. I'm going to ask everybody about it. I'm telling you.
I'm not that competitive. You know, I used to watch DuckTales.
Yeah, y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you now.
Yeah.
And we had there was that second richest
Alright,
duck in the world.
cool.
I didn't know why he was complaining. I'm like, I'm fine with being the second richest. I'll be the third richest. So I'm the third favorite brother out of 3. I'm cool.
But they ain't got nothing to do with money though, so I still don't want to be 3.
Oh, well, we know how that go because we ain't even gonna talk about how we gonna leave that go.
Oh, we ain't gonna do that today. Don't do that.
So who's up next? Buff, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's going. Is this how Wilt Chamberlain did it? Is that how he did it?
Oh yeah.
100, yeah. Hey, so not only I want to appreciate everybody that's saying happy 100 to us. Neasley, Sean, Jacelyn, Mike, Tommy, we see y'all. Thank y'all. This is also our 2-year anniversary. Tomorrow makes 2 years since we premiered Three Brothers No Sense. So
Man, it seemed like yesterday.
It's a big day for us, man. Ain't nothing going on. I barely know what's going on this episode. You and Rozzy had to do most of the planning while I was out gallivanting in Philadelphia and stuff. So I was trying to keep up as best I could, but I appreciate y'all holding it down, man, because I'm just kind of winging it today.
But your flex was strong this past few weeks, bro. I mean, it was on a whole nother level, bro.
I didn't do anything, but okay.
Bird, what did we talk about? We talked about the shades, right? We talked about the shades. We talked about the shades.
And the belt.
Oh, I didn't see the belt. I'm gonna have to go back to that post. I saw the shade.
He doesn't even remember. That's what's so fancy.
And the watch post, you gotta, talk about the watch.
Oh my God! Y'all know where to get the watch.
Enough about Buff.
See, I missed
the
all
bronze
that.
bookshelf in the building. What's up, Lenny?
What's up, Lenny?
Yeah.
Hey.
So enough about me. What's going on, Rodney?
Nothing, man. I just want to let y'all know it's a huge day for nerds out there, especially the LGBTQ nerds out there. Robin came out as gay or bi.
Bye.
No, it was bi. Not
bi. It was bi. Yeah. So Robin. There's like 4 of them. And
Batman,
so Rob Drake.
Thank you.
Batman and Robin. Yes. Tim Drake, the third. The third Robin.
I thought we knew he was gay. I thought all the Robins were gay.
No, it wasn't Dick. That's the weird part about it. Dick isn't gay. Tim is. Tim is bi.
Okay, and what is this news? Like, how did y'all find out? Was there a post or something, or?
Yeah, it's big news. Like it's canon now. Like in the DC Comics, he went out on a date.
All right, who knew?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I was the last person.
Yeah. So
apparently,
and
Nick,
I'm a little.
That Robin was gay, or came out as gay. I just assumed he was gay.
You keep saying gay.
He kind of didn't matter to me anyway.
He's bi. I'm sorry. Thank you, Byron. I stand corrected.
Ferg.
It's
trying to get us canceled.
No, stop.
I didn't know. I'm just trying to figure out, was that the last person?
Just say bye.
There you go.
You want me to leave already?
No. I'm telling you to stop. You forget everybody counted on here. I can't do that.
No, I use the proper terminology. I was confused.
But you keep saying gay. You cannot say gay. You have to
stand
say
corrected. I stand corrected. I'm done.
Okay, you got to be like the old folks. You got to be Pacific around here. You cannot say shit like that.
Pacific.
Well, I'm gonna start this off this way. I want to welcome all the kids back to school.
Yeah.
I know parents are celebrating getting the kids out of the house for the first time in over a year for a lot of us. I know a lot of people started this week. People are going back. Has Jasmine went back?
August 23rd. August 23rd.
Sophie and Ollie started yesterday, Rozzy?
Yeah, yesterday.
And they were so cute.
Thank you.
You did a damn good job with their Sophie's hair, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Those Bantu knots, man.
Yeah,
they had my fingers like cramping up. I don't know what I was doing, man. But
I can't even do a part. I can't even part Skylar's hair, bro. I'm not there.
Yeah.
You gotta do baby hairs next time, though. Baby hairs. Always remember baby hairs.
No.
Baby hairs.
Please don't do it.
I'm not getting my big one.
I'm talking about the big S's, Ferg, not the big S's. I'm talking about the little small little swirl. The little swirls.
Little swirls.
The little swirl on it.
We ain't doing all that.
But you did a really good job.
She's not old enough for baby hairs.
So they won't stay up.
How long did it take you?
The adults are supposed to have the baby hair. The babies are supposed to have the baby hairs.
Apparently not.
So it took me usually hair day takes about 4 hours total for both of them. So it took me about 3 hours for hers. Only I can run through real quick, but yeah,
Man.
Sophie's hair, she got a lot of hair. It's thick too. It's really thick. So yeah, it's a little bit harder to comb that.
I haven't done 4 hours of hair in my life, bro.
Not even your.
No.
Nah, bro.
I think I remember you had an S curl. You had to have about 4 hours in you.
Who?
You had an S curl in school, didn't it?
No.
I'm being messy. I told on you.
I never had that. I wanted one. I wanted one.
Everybody
ain't had a Duke kid, did you, brother?
She wouldn't let you do it.
My mom wasn't playing that.
You know, if you comb it wrong, you get yourself a perm. It don't curl up.
I
Like
wanted
if you
an
comb it
S-curl.
this way, it gets straight. But if you comb it that way, it get like the cute little S's in there. It look like Harlem Nights.
I couldn't get an S-curl, man. I might try.
I can never get waves. I tried for 360 waves for a long time. Like when I had hair before my hairline just didn't want to work with me. I tried for the 360.
You just came home, bro.
Yeah. I finally gave it up.
You came home, man.
What you drinking on, bro? What you drinking on?
The Macallan number 12. So
Nice.
What you drink, Rozzy?
if anybody from there watching, a nice sponsor would be nice.
Yeah, or Jack Daniels. Ferg, I had to. I told Ferg I was like, we were gonna piss you off because I got this Sinatra Select, and I made sure Ferg had a glass as well.
Where's his flex? Where's his flex? Where's his flex?
He never talked about that. He never talked about that.
There you go. You good?
Thank you.
See, that's what I'm trying to get like. I'm trying to get like that. I'm trying to get like y'all like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Nick,
Ain't no more
I just
ABC
wanted fair
stores.
around here. I just wanted to be fair around here. That's all.
No,
That's
Nick. Speaking
right,
of, I need to
man.
holler at you,
Flexer.
man. I want to start a trucking company, man. That's the lick what I'm hearing.
Hey, that's where I'm going, bro. I mean, I'm just getting into it, so that's where I'm going with it.
I just don't want to drive. I got to figure that out.
You know, I was get a driver.
You gonna have to drive a little bit, Ferg. You gonna have to.
That's what I keep hearing.
How can I make money without working?
That's what I want to figure out.
Ask the government. They,
I know, right?
Nick, so how
You gotta
about the
get
hot
the
shot?
CDL at least
You ever
to
heard of
drive
the
for a
hot
little bit. Nah,
Nick.
nah. What up, Reese?
Nick, what about the hot
up?
shot stuff? My Nick was talking about hot shot the other day, and I hope he know I don't drive.
I'm trying to keep it clean because they're about to
So
make
the
me
hot
cut.
shot is like
But,
you get a box truck and you transport smaller goods. But he's been talking about he wants to like try to do it, but he's like we can, and I keep telling him I don't speak French like that, homie. We ain't no we. You do it first, and you let me know it worked, and then I help. But I keep your
check
books.
it out.
I'm not driving.
So what is everybody
That
drinking out
straight
there?
truck stuff with the one cab in there. Them dudes be at the truck stops and they be sleeping in that cab. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, you know. And then the hot shot truckers, you know, they driving in the pickup, you know, the dualies.
Yeah.
So you know, it's kind of hard for them too. You know what I'm saying? Because appointment times, their appointment times are a lot different. So like mine's, I haul tanker. So me with tanker, I'm like, boom. I'm always able to kind of get in pretty early. You know what I'm saying? If I start out. So a lot of people don't like tanker because they scared of chemicals or whatever, but that's where I come from with oil field and all that. But hot shot, it's a lot of vets that's doing it. It can work.
I feel like if I would have jumped on it a long time ago, I would have been game. But right now, because like what you just said is a lot of investors, I don't know.
I'm about to look into it. So we're about to move to the next part of the show. So everybody that is watching, listening, you know, turn it over to Rozzy. We have a special segment we're going to do today. Basically, how well do you know the brothers? So we have a little quiz coming up. So Rozzy, tell the people how to play.
All right, so I'm sharing my screen. Anybody who's got a second screen, if you're on your phone, go run to your computer. If you're on your computer, pick up your phone, go to menti.com, throw this code in right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little live survey, and then we're going to take a little quiz. If you guys want to do that, cool. If not, you can just play along with us without logging on to Menti. That works too. So for the 100th episode, of course, we wanted to talk through just making sure how...
Hold on, bro. You didn't give them time to stop, bro. You didn't give them even time to go to their phones or nothing.
What? He just
Just boom, bro. Like, you got to just give them a second.
Oh, okay. All right.
Everybody in as fast as you, Roger.
Look. My mind goes a mile a minute. That's what I do. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm sorry.
Sharice and Nick, we want you guys to play too.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Okay.
We feel like you didn't know the answers, bro. You said you didn't know the answers to any of these.
So
Okay.
why everybody goes? Why everybody picks up a phone? If anybody's gonna log in, what I want to do is I got a joke for y'all. So have any of y'all heard of Murphy's Law?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know what Murphy's Law is, right? Like if something can go wrong, it's gonna go wrong. But have y'all ever heard of Cole's Law?
Right.
Shut up. Go get us Sophie. We don't want you.
Yo, like
Go get
y'all don't know-
Sophie.
you ain't never heard of Cole?
Boo this man.
It's Ferg and it's Buff's reaction, man. That's the thing.
Y'all saw the joke. Y'all heard it. What do you guys think? You saw it. Y'all asked for the joke. You got what you wanted.
Just tell y'all want to talk to dog. Tell her wake up. She ain't gotta go to school tomorrow. She can tell this joke because we don't want that no more. We don't want.
I'm looking at the comments, man.
Yes, coleslaw. Thank you. Thinly sliced cabbage. That's what coleslaw is. So, all right, whatever. So, what does the slutty potato say? It says Idaho.
Man, go dog.
2 for 1.
Bless his heart.
Do you have a food dad joke?
That one was a little better though. That was a little bit better.
You know,
We're gonna do the real chat, but dum.
See, I'm getting some laughs. in the chat. People
That's
like it.
just
People like
sympathy
it.
laughs. That's sympathy laughs. I know a couple of people that think they're comedians on Facebook.
Come on,
that
right?
think
Go.
sympathy laughs.
3 for 3. Give us another one, bro. Come on, keep it going.
Desire said you're fired.
Come on, Rise. Give us one more. One more.
Oh,
So-
man.
Why are you
Okay,
promoting?
all right. So, I don't know about y'all. You know, a lot of folks they love sex and they say it makes your day, but you know, anal makes your whole week.
Oh no. How did TikTok make? Oh
That was actually
Now.
funny, Rise. That one caught me off guard. Oh man.
Hope the kids were watching for that one.
boy, that man was tough.
Oh yeah. Ani, don't let the kids listen to this one.
Those won't make it to the actual show. Like,
Okay. All right.
I take those out of the podcast. The podcast is, that's the family friendly version. So,
Really?
we try to be. That's why I beep out everything.
I heard some stuff that
Why keep throwing tomatoes at me? All right, I got you.
Because Sharice had already dropped like 2 F-bombs.
oh,
No.
I did.
Hey, I'm
it's
being
fine,
good,
it's
bros. I'm
It's
being
fine.
real good because
We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you.
Hey, do what you do. Hey, Mike James is a fan. So
Yes. All right. So anybody, I think we got about 5 or 6 folks on. So anybody, I just wanted y'all to throw in there, just to know how to do this. So if you want to just kind of, how would you describe the show? Like, what do y'all like about the show? You can throw it in the comments too. We'll like them over there. We can throw it here. So just describe the show. Let us know what you feel about it, if you like the show and everything like that. Hey, Susanna, how are you? Thank you for joining us. So anybody, if y'all want to
Susanna.
throw it in there, please do that.
What's going on, Susanna? Hung out with her and the hubby this week, man. That was a good time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They came up. Did you give them like the special tour, Buff?
Yeah, man. They was able to see some stuff like people on a tour can't see. Like people that I usually give tours to don't see. So that was pretty cool.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the special tour because you were
came-
busy when we came up.
Yeah, I was working.
Oh.
Rozzy, while they're answering, how would you describe the show?
Oh man, I think we've had that conversation, right? Like for me, I think I describe it as therapy, man. It really is for us to get thoughts, ideas out, just a way for us, man. When we think about things, being able to just kind of throw it out there. So I love the show, man. I love doing it. So
yeah. So that's the same with me. You know, when my therapist asked me, like, he said, you should have start a journal, write notes down. I'm like, I got a podcast for that. I'm like, that's where I get a lot of my energy out. It really helps me. So thank you guys for giving us a platform to release and be real and put it out there. So, and the feedback is always good. What about you, Mr. World Favorite? Buff, by the way, that's you.
I don't know if that still holds true. And plus, I told you that day, I felt like a couple of people were being nice by calling me that favorite.
We'll see.
But I described the show pretty much how you guys put it, man. And I think the chemistry is obvious between us. I think people can tell that we are friends from a long time. How we get along, how we even argue from time to time and still get along. Because Ferg, you were wrong on that Luton is Bad episode, but I don't hold it against you, bro.
Ooh, Lord.
Oh, and Ambrosia. It was the timing. It wasn't that I gave you the grade B to it. It was the timing. Susanna just came at the perfect time. That's what that was.
Okay. All right. Well, our guests, what are your thoughts?
Nick, you go first.
All right. Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm echoing the same thing Rising Ferg said, you know, it's therapy, you know what I'm saying? It's therapy for me, you know, I'm former military, so, you know, I've been through that therapy, VA, and in the military, so it's funny, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hit those topics, man, that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't want to talk about, you know, so, you know, when it's time to be the bad guy, you know, y'all cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So I be on the road listening to that and I'm like, hey, that's what I'm talking about, you know. So that's what I like, man. That's what's up.
Nice.
I appreciate it. Big Sweet Mama Reese, what you got for us?
I don't you get my name.
I think it's Big Mama, by the way.
Big Mama?
I'll take it either way. I love the honesty. I love first of all, the genuine friendship is there, and you can tell. It's not we got to be together. Let's do this podcast. It's not like that. You can tell that it's very genuine. That's why y'all come off authentic, and that's why y'all successful now. That is the reason why y'all are successful now. I pray that y'all go another, 100 years. I feel like this helps other people understand your friendship. I want to say that sometimes y'all open up topics that I'm like, ew, that's cringy, but just like Nick said, it needs to be talked about. Who else to do it except for, Ferg, to always be the bad guy. But, hey, I'm with it. I get it. But either way, I love you guys. I love your honesty. I love it even when you say stuff that I don't even like. I'm like, well, you know what? Let me give that some thought. I think about it. I'm like, it wasn't that bad. Maybe I should think about that. Maybe I am wrong about this. Maybe I do look at things in a female perspective and not looking at outside the box. So, like I said, congratulations. At the end of the day, congratulations. I wish y'all the best.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Razi, you gonna bleep this out, right?
What?
No, she
she cursed. Yeah.
No. I was about to say you, Lenny, but I didn't know.
Oh,
you did. You did. Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna bleep that out. So
I didn't hear it.
That's how.
So everybody talked about that, and Lenny, hopefully you're in the Minty right now because the next question I think is going to be fun for everybody. Who's your favorite brother? We want to know. So,
I know this.
I'm the bad guy.
Feelings won't be hurt. Be honest.
No, I'm gonna be in my feelings.
Ferg gonna be in his feelings about it.
Ferg always. Once again, chat it if you want to chat it. We want to know.
See, there it is.
There you go. Yeah, we know.
Told you.
Ooh, Byron, somebody go get this boy a trophy.
Give me another bottle of Macallan.
There I go.
Hey, Ferg, I think you need to get up and tap dance or something for some points or something because this ain't right. This is not. Ooh.
I'm loving it. Yeah. It's a sympathy vote. That's what it is.
It's not a sympathy vote. Ferg and I have told you for the longest you're the favorite.
I'm not though.
You are.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I guess I am.
Oh yeah, there it is. It makes sense now.
Ferg,
Sorry, I think you need to
you
get
already knew what was going on.
I already know, man. It's because I'm the darker brother.
Oh, so now it's
Oh,
racist.
so now we doing colorism.
Wow.
Boy, this is not the orientation. You better get up. Come
Sean said,
on.
I'm gonna pick one. Wow, that's messed up.
What
Oh,
if
man.
what
Thank
if
you, my
all
brother.
three of y'all
That's why I
can be
mess with
someone's
you.
favorite? Like you can be someone's favorite on this Monday, and then next Monday you probably like third.
Oh, it's Ferg making a comeback.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
the tally's not in, bro.
I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing.
You only want to move on because you first prize. To get this bell a chance.
He pulling the trump. Stop the count. Stop the count.
Oh man, but I'm actually shocked because I figured that Buff was gonna be number one. But
Me too.
shut up, Razzie.
I thought of him. Yeah.
It's always the one you can't shut up.
I mean,
See, that's why you come in third right there, Ferg. Just come in third.
If you
I'm
judge
okay
it
being the
off,
bad guy, man.
If you judge it off like high school and stuff, you guys are the two popular ones.
Here we go.
Oh.
No.
All right, you know what? Just move on. Just go.
Let's move on.
Apparently,
So
now
now
I
we're
want to
about
hear
to
the
get
truth.
into-
Okay, so move on. Yeah.
So now we're about to actually get into some real quiz questions. So question number one,
All right.
and it's gonna be you're gonna be judged by who answers this the quickest. So leaderboard.
So throw your names in there. It should ask you for your names and everything.
Lenny said Rozzy got all the single women votes.
Hey, whatever helps.
All right. So at the end of every episode, Ferg talks about the 6 rules of podcasting. So this really is a question to see who listens to the end of the show. We really want to know, did anybody? Oh, all right.
Okay.
Hey, so we got some folks on there.
Okay. So yeah, we came up with that out of nowhere. 6 rules of podcast. Metal, Ted, Brittany, Agent 9. I have no idea who any of these people are.
Who is that?
They're probably random names. They probably
Okay.
randomly generated names.
Okay.
So that's
So
good.
who's Agent times 9? Is that what that is?
X9,
X9?
Agent X9. I like that name though. That's pretty cool. So, but
It might
yeah.
be-
Ferg, so what is the 6 rules of podcasting?
Listen, like, share, subscribe, comment, and most important, listen again. That came out of nowhere. I don't even know how we came up with that.
You know, you.
I mean,
came
came up with that one.
I'm just saying I just said it at the end of one podcast and it just became the thing. So
True.
Brittany, I appreciate you.
I thought that was just in podcast land the way that you put it out
Nah,
there. That's what I thought it was. Like straight up.
You so smart, Fire. Look at you. Go star.
I'm in sales. I bullshit with the best of them. That's all it is.
It helps.
I can make up shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
All right, 2 of 5. Y'all ready for this? Let's head to the next one.
That's what sales.
According to Buff, at what age can anyone get these hands?
0. 0. 1 years old.
Y'all remember this episode. So we're gonna let Buff recap this when the answer comes up.
Oh man, a lot of people say
Yeah.
Damn, y'all when Buff slap 10-year-olds?
Hey, if they can talk, they can eat.
Wow.
Hey.
Who giving out? That's too.
Birth?
So,
Dang. Okay.
okay, all right.
Okay, we got to change in the leaderboard.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, Brittany, drop it down. So, Buff, walk us through what was this? Like, who can get it and why?
I think mostly I was talking about spitting. Spitting is like the lowest form of disrespect to be, or I guess highest, however you want to put it. It's disrespectful as hell, put it like that. And I was saying that, you know, when it comes to spitting, anybody can get it age 12 and up. And I think I said something about when was Jesus said that people were responsible for their sins, like at age 12 or something like that. So I just took that and used it. But anybody age 12 and up, if you spit on me, I cannot.
So your
promise
hands are
you
biblical.
Hands, yeah.
You do some research on why you.
Hold on, wait a minute. So, do you ask the age? Because some of these kids they supersized, so they be looking 12, but they not really 12.
The determination is based upon my guessing.
Right.
Oh,
So
So they could be they could be a Big 10.
But it's very simple. Like, just don't spit. Like that's all I ask.
So if a Big 10-year-old spits on you and he looks about 14,
hey, I can't promise Hans won't meet him. Can't promise.
Hey, he shouldn't be that
you were tried as a 12-year-old.
That might be the name of this show.
I'm with you, dog. Hey.
I know a couple people that say that's too old.
People.
I saw 3, 6.
Wasn't that I think that came up with R. Kelly. Was it the R. Kelly thing? Because was it old girl 12 or something like that?
Huh? I thought he beat on people.
No, they said no, R. Kelly, like they were saying 12 years old is old enough to know.
Oh, yeah, you can't ask him nothing because you're not.
I think that's how they came up, right, Buff?
I'm not sure how it came up. Ain't no telling, man. I wish I knew which episode that was.
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
So all right, let's move on. Let's move on. I got to keep us on time.
All right.
So I'm trying to get better than Did y'all see they picked the new Jeopardy person?
Oh, and I hate him.
Yeah, I'm not liking that. I'm good with old girl from Big Bang.
Who is it?
You talking about Blossom?
Yeah, Blossom and basically the executive producer. He just became the host. Yeah.
No, I really want LeVar Burton. I want him. That's the only person I wanted.
Yeah. All right. So which generation do
that's a good
I hate?
No doubt.
And I don't technically hate them. But I'm not gonna.
You definitely have a problem with them.
I hold them accountable. That's what I hold.
You definitely have a problem with them.
You shade them a lot.
Wow.
Nobody see?
No. Yeah, Risey blames Gen X for everything.
Damn.
Gen X is the middle child. That's really what it is. They came in a time they were kids when civil rights happened, and then they haven't done anything other than screwed the economy up. They've climate change. So all of that, like Gen X is just that middle kid that's just entitled and just messed up everything.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry.
Sharice, look at Chandra's comment.
Your internet. Did somebody call you and you got to kick off the internet?
She got kicked off.
Somebody go get that girl some concave.
Lenny is
Get that girl some concave.
Lenny does not like your answer, bro.
Oh, he's a Gen Xer?
He's a Gen Xer.
Oh, my bad, Lenny. All right, we got 2 more. Let's see if who can actually come out of this thing. What does Ferg call snacks that he feels we should no longer be eating?
Very simple question. Very simple.
You had a couple people upset at that one, Ferg.
Yo.
Ferg almost got cussed out about 100 times.
I like that joint. I like that one.
And this is a write-in. This is a write-in, so y'all gotta.
Why you gotta call him that?
I mean, it is what it is. What do you recommend that I call it? I mean, it's a perfect name.
It was pretty accurate. I mean,
Ambrosia was first.
I forgot.
It's just so funny even seeing the name Slave Snacks. I think you need to.
I've never seen it written down. So, what's up,
my wife talked about that for about 30 minutes. I was laughing at that for a minute, boy.
Hold up, sir. Let me ask you one question. Is Chico Sticks considered slave snacks? That's my favorite snack.
Yes.
Chico Sticks?
Yes.
Really?
See?
If you can't, where do you buy Chico Sticks? If you can't go to Publix, like if you can buy them at a random gas station, if it comes in a jar,
you talking like pig feet?
Exactly. So you already knew the genre.
Annihilators. Annihilators come in a jar.
Continue.
Okay. Wow. So these are hood snacks that you're talking about.
The niceties right there. The annihilators should be the niceties.
Nigga niceties.
Yes.
Kind of like what Ani.
Okay. Annihilators will be nigga niceties. I will.
The nigger tree. The nigger tree.
Yeah, I mean, but no, snacks, pig feet, all that stuff, Chico sticks, all that.
What about them the hot sauce they put up in it?
Everything that you're about to name is yes.
Yes, be eating pig feet in 2020.
Hey, but check it out. Anything over in Pritchard, y'all remember the meat block, right? I guess most stuff that came from the meat block.
Yeah, pretty much.
The meat block. Ooh, that bacon used to be so good with that thick rind on it.
See?
But it's not a slave snack. Everybody eat bacon.
So bacon's not a slave snack?
No.
Unless you're eating pork rinds, right?
It better not be.
You eating pork rinds?
That's a nigga nice. That's a
toss-up. I don't know if it's a slave snack, but it's definitely it's between one and the other.
Well, if you put hot sauce on it, would it be considered a slave snack?
Yes. When you start adding condiments, it's definitely that takes it over the. Thank you, Sean.
All right, let's see who we got in the lead. Hey, who is Agent X9? Because they know the show. Just want to throw that out there.
They got
killing it. So, all right, we got one more question. I'm gonna throw it out there. What partner podcast hasn't appeared on the show yet? So it's Film Noir Files, The Bruz Bookshelf, Truth Be Told Sports, or Wooisms. So you got to listen to a good number of shows to be able to know who's joined us.
Mm-hmm. And Woo's right there. Get on him, Woo.
Get him, Woo. Get him.
Get him. Get him. You're it. Get him. You're him, bro.
What? I went on Wooisms. Ferg handles all the guest appearances. I look.
Wow, is that my job? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Nick jumped up. Agent X9. All right, chat us, whoever is Agent X9. We got a Three Brothers No Sense shirt coming for you. So just let us know, and then we'll DM you and shoot that out to you. So let us know who it is. Other than that, thank you guys. We appreciate everybody playing along with us in our little game show for our 100th episode.
I feel like you should have did some theme show music.
Oh, it was Corey. Corey Robinson.
Okay.
Corey. Okay.
Hey.
Cool.
Okay. She's always been smart as hell, so that makes sense.
Right.
Damn it, Corey. You smart on podcasts. So definitely appreciate you guys for joining us. So now this part of the show, we're about to roll over and we're about to let it just rip. So we're about to let the recount. All right, Trump. We're about to let the guests fire off questions and just come at us live. So we're about to take we're just gonna take it from the audience and see what you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, so throw it in the chat, man. Whatever y'all want to hear us talk about, we'll just throw it up there and we'll just talk about it. So you guys know, usually we ask the questions, but we want to hear from y'all. What do y'all want us to talk about? So Reese, Nick, if y'all got a question, y'all can throw it out there too to start us off while we wait for the comments.
Let's see. Nick, what you want to talk about?
Well, you can ask a brother specifically if you want to just...
Specifically, okay.
Yeah, we want to get through a lot of questions. You can ask a brother specifically and see what he has to say.
Okay, I'm gonna be mad. So third.
Oh, here we go.
How do you feel about being third? There's nothing good about being third. How are we gonna make it to 2? We can at least make it.
Did you? We just watched the Olympics. Did you not see Simone Biles just get 3rd place?
Yeah, that's fine. We talking about you though. We talking about
you. With it. I'm not that competitive. I'm fine. Top 3.
Now you said you're not that competitive, but yet you said that you're sensitive. So that means that you want to be 1, but you're settled for 3.
I never said I was sensitive. I think somebody on here said I was sensitive.
I think Roger said it. Did Roger say it?
What's crazy is I've been called sensitive. I actually wish I was more sensitive. I'm so logical that that a lot of times being sensitive doesn't flow. Like
Sorry, look at your screen.
I'm not even.
So I had that one queued up. My bad.
Hey, the first step is admitting.
I'm honest. I'm telling you, like, the thing about it is, if you talk to my wife, she's like, I wish you were more sensitive. Like, I logic leads my decisions, and it don't really. I wish that's one thing you'll tell you, my therapist, that's one thing I'm working on. I wish I was more sensitive.
I can tell by your comments, you're very, very direct, which I like. I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot, but it stings a little bit when you hear like, no, because you're not this and this and that. Like, ooh, that that kind of hurt, but I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like your directness. I take it.
We've gotten a what's a real word, but not in a dictionary, and we've gotten what are our thoughts on 2020 Part 2 as COVID makes another lap around.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's
What do y'all
A
want to
real
say?
word that's not in the dictionary. I don't know if it's in the dictionary or not, but let me hold some. I think it's a word.
Spell it.
L-E-M hold some. So
What's the next one?
I don't know.
Oh, conversate. Conversate is. Let me tell you something.
It should be a word.
conversation.
It should be a word.
Yeah.
Because
it should be a
converse
word.
sounds so it doesn't sound right. But when I conversate with you, that it put a little sting to it, put a little onto it. So yeah, conversate is something that a lot of people use that is not.
And is bougie in there now officially?
It should be.
Bourgeoisie has always been in there.
Bourgeoisie, but not
Right.
bougie.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Sadiddy. Is that a word? Sadiddy?
I don't know.
Diddy is
Oh, it
definitely a
definitely
word.
should be a word.
Is it?
Yeah.
Google that. Sadiq definitely is a word. Uppity. Is uppity the word?
Yeah, I think Sadiddy means uppity, doesn't it?
Mike said they
Pretty
added
much.
conversation.
Yeah.
I like that. That is definitely a word.
Wow.
It's some more. I think I like to use I don't know a lot. Not the IKNOW, but the I don't know. I like that
Yeah,
one.
I don't know.
Did
Yeah.
Ain't ever make it?
Ain't I think made it. Ain't made it.
It should be on there. That
Yeah,
should
I
be
want to go back. You know,
dictionary.
I want to go back to all those people that told me ain't a word.
And y'all.
Lenny said
y'all.
both of them.
Y'all ain't
Nim. Nim is a word too.
Who?
Nim, like Rising Nim.
Oh, Nim. Like
Nim.
them.
Nim.
So
Nim.
you can say Nim or Dem. DEM or NEM.
Nim.
Which one?
Nim.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. Definitely should be a word.
Yeah. Y'all keep dropping them in the comments.
What was the other question?
Other question says, not to be a Derek Downer, but what y'all think about 2020 Part 2 in terms of this panoramic?
What?
You ain't have to do that.
I like this question though, truthfully, because the variants are coming out and a lot of people are acting like they're not. Over the last 2 to 3 weeks, we've seen a huge uptick in new cases. They were talking about the highest vaccinated states have like 500 people in the hospital right now for COVID, and like less than 50 deaths. And the lowest vaccinated areas have like over 6,000. So they were like per capita, you're 7 times more likely to get sick and like 10 times more likely to die of COVID if you're in one of those areas that aren't vaccinated. So vaccinations are working. And I saw another question on here that talked about vax versus non-vax. The thing about it is vaccinations work. If you don't understand the science, just say that. I'm tired of people out there trying to be doctors and everything like that. Look, you barely passed science in high school. Stop trying to be a doctor right now. Stop going to YouTube as we on YouTube right now trying to learn you. But stop going to YouTube to try to get your medical science. And trust the people that actually are in it and know what they're talking about, that went to school, that spent their entire life looking at this stuff and understand it. And trust that they're doing the right thing. I know there's a lack of trust in the government. There's a lack of trust in everything. We set up the CDC. This isn't the Tuskegee experiments. Like, you have to think about, we have people inside now too. Like, it isn't just a bunch of like white people in the back room that's like, oh yeah, let's try to figure this thing out. Like, so, I could get Link on this right now. I could probably add him on here and Link could break down like the exact what's happening with it. With the vaccine and how it's developed and everything like that. Like we have people that are close to it that know what they're talking about, that tell us that it's safe. And so go get the vaccine, man, because if not, I want my kids to be able to really go out. Our kids can't get vaccinated right now. They're under 12 and everything like that. So like, I'm tired of having to put on a mask because they have to wear a mask just so I can show coach them and everything. I'm being selfish. I want to be able to not wear a mask. So I need y'all to get vaccinated. And so then we can get past this thing. That's it.
I think this is a snapshot of American culture, because I can only can speak of America right now, is we know what we're supposed to do, but we still do what we want to do. Like it's there in black and white. Get vaccinated, mask up, social distance. But yet and still, we're gonna do what the hell we want to do. And that's on that's what we do. We all know how we're supposed to eat, how we're supposed to work out, but we do what we want to do. It's just, to me, it just falls in line with everything else we do in our life. Like, we know what we're supposed to do. We just do what the fuck we want to do all the time. And so but this has the downfall is people are dying. And you're not just affecting yourself, you're affecting other people, because now you can get people that can't be vaccinated, kids and stuff like that, sick. And then, there's still vaccinated people who are still having challenges. And if they're a health risk, you're just putting other people at further risk that you don't have to. I just read Action's comment. But I don't know, man. It's a snapshot of America again. It's just like, we know what we're supposed to do. We're just going to do the we want to do.
Allie,
the comments.
The meltheads don't get COVID. I just want to let you know.
Buff, your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Because you were slower to get the vaccine, so I want to hear kind of your thoughts on it because of that.
Yeah, I was hesitant to get it. I wanted to see what that vac did first. You know what I mean? But I always respected everyone's decision on that, and I think that is getting lost in all of this because vaccinated people are telling non-vaccinated people, "Y'all messing it up for everybody." So, and they kind of are, because if you're not going to get vaccinated, at least mask up. Some of y'all out here raw dog in the air with no vaccine, and you are messing it up for everybody. The big argument is we don't know what's in the vaccine. You don't know what's in Fruit Loops either, but you ate it for years growing up. So at this point, man, just do your research and either get it. I mean, you need to get it because I'm ready for things to go back to normal, man. I really am. So
Jesus Christ. You ain't care about kissing that prostitute.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, people have done stranger things.
Oh my God.
It's
hey, I came right behind you, Bub. I mean, the other day, 2 days ago, I just got mine. So I was feeling the same way like that. I went down there and went to the VA and got mine and, did that thing. I wanted to see what it'd do. I wanted to get the pig. I ain't gonna front. I wasn't about to go do that shit, right off the bat.
I was the same way in the beginning, but somebody I respect that worked for the CDC really was like, well, we might not know what the vax can do, but we know what COVID can do. And that was just my deciding factor. It's like, well, I might get a third ear. That might be the downfall.
Yeah. But
I might die. And so that was, and we've all seen people close to us, suffer from that. And if I can avoid it, then I can't. Then I'll do what I need to do. I'm trying to read these comments too.
I'm doing that too, Ashley. I'm doing that too. Because it's coming back. We're gonna be locked down.
So basically everyone's vaccinated on here.
Yes, this is
okay. Cool. That's good.
Vaxxed up.
Yeah.
So none of y'all want to do the Dr. Sebi diet and
try to see.
Yeah, let that keep you safe.
No, it was
nah.
Let's talk about all the stuff that at the beginning of COVID, all the dumb shit that we heard. What was the
microchip?
The 5G.
Microchips in the syringes.
You just a lot of vitamin C and vitamin D, you'll be good.
No. My favorite one was my cousin in the military told me that martial law is coming tonight. So I'm telling you, better go out and get them groceries now because martial law coming. Don't tell nobody I told you, but it's coming. Meanwhile, their cousin just enlisted. They in basic training somewhere. Talking, and then they sharing like old pictures of tanks going down the road from like 7 years ago.
Come on, man.
If anyone in the military, you can't say nothing because I remember getting an anthrax shot and I didn't know what the hell was in it. Exactly. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Bro,
you got like
when we went to Afghanistan, I don't know what I got.
About.
On our way to Afghanistan, they just like you just walk down the line and they just shoot you with stuff. Like you don't even ask what you're getting.
They change the needle.
The pills you were taking.
You don't even know they change the needle or not.
Allison want to know why y'all buying all the tissue.
Hey, I was about to say it, right?
Y'all go get a bidet.
I want one.
Y'all go get a bidet.
Hold up, you got one first.
Of course, I got a bidet.
Oh yeah,
of course.
I did not think you didn't have one.
I forgot about that.
Not only does he have one, but he talked about everybody that doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah, he said,
so everybody else got crusted booty but you.
Yep.
Okay. So hold on. So
anybody that has a bidet will agree with
it
me.
came with it or you installed it?
We installed it.
Okay. I looked at one. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I did look at one on Amazon and it,
Anybody that has a bidet will tell you that you need a bidet.
But I will
Lenny,
say, if you don't have a bidet though, if you still like using dry toilet paper and not wet wipes,
you need some wipes. You need to get in them cheeks.
Thank you.
Ooh, shoot.
Mike James. Thank you.
What Mike say?
Y'all go buy them online. I'm gonna start selling bidets. Can we get a bidet sponsor?
Hold up. Here you go. They got some wipes called Big Guy wipes. Y'all seen those yet? Like it's like Big Guy or a Suave Guy or something like that. So I guess they just for y'all guys. But a wipe is a wipe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they come in like a black pack, so that if you carry them to the bathroom, they look more manly. I mean, if you're worried about what your wet wipes look like
the feminine wipes, you don't look like that. Don't have like the little roses.
Cottonelle is blue. That's cool.
Bro.
But these are black. It's a black action.
Afghanistan, that walk.
You tuck a roll of toilet paper under your arm and keep walking.
And that toilet paper don't feel good. You ain't number one spot. You're gonna put your little finger through it. So then you gotta wipe your finger.
Hold on, we got a white snob. Ali about to tell us about. Is there a wipe that we need to be using?
Oh! Is there dude wipes? Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's what it's called, dude wipes.
I've heard there's no such thing as flushable wipes, though. They're all the same. Some of them just
you gonna jack your toilet up.
Yeah, they're all.
No, there are flushable wipes. They dissolve faster, not as fast. I
think they're gonna fuck your toilet. They're gonna mess your toilet up.
They're gonna eventually mess your toilet up. That's what my plumber said. That's why we don't do dude wipes.
Whatever. Cottonelle wipes getting used here.
What kind of wipes are Reese?
They call dude wipes. I mean, dude wipes. Now that I think about it, that's lame. They could name it something else. Dude wipes. That sounds so.
I think they were on like Shark Tank, if I remember right.
So the packaging is nice. So I will say the packaging is really, really nice. But like Buck said, you're gonna get you some good old Cottonelle wipe, just wet wipes, and wipe your crusty butt. That's all you gotta do.
Hey, but fellas, I'm gonna tell you, fellas, if you don't keep them, but you single, I advise you to throw some, just grab some and keep them over there for when the ladies come over. You got some that makes you, that helps out. Yeah, that's
I'm glad Ali said that. I thought the dude wipes is for your balls. The dude wipes is for your balls.
The dude wipes is for your whole bottom, for your ass too.
I think it's just for your balls.
But don't you want warm rag? You don't want no cold.
At least that's how they advertise them, I think.
You don't want no cold rag.
So is it a certain white? Like, is it a different one?
I think they maybe I've been on Shark Tank. When they on Shark Tank?
Yeah, they was on Shark Tank. So, all right, we got any other questions? I know we
didn't
talk about wipes.
How did we even get here? How do we get to
The pandemic, homie? The pandemic.
this because of slavery?
So Nick, you got one for us, man. I don't want to leave you out.
I hate to make it a serious question, but
let's do it.
But yeah, man, what I wanted to ask all three of y'all, man, I consider all three of y'all, really successful bros, man. So I heard the stories, you know what I'm saying, on the show where Sherman and everybody else was on the show. Byron and Ferg had stories that was kind of close to mine, you know what I'm saying, and kind of starting late and everything, and getting things together and everything. How do y'all balance all of this, man? Family, the show, your careers, how, because I know all three of y'all got major goals in your careers. I know it's a broad question, but how do y'all balance that, man?
Prioritize and compromise. I know at one point, especially the pandemic kind of slowed this down, but I was doing like amateur boxing as far as being a boxing judge. I was doing, I was doing this show and I was doing the other podcasts. And when you factor in work and when I try to travel and stuff, what's the comment? The comment's tripping. Oh, I knew she was, when he said it, I thought about it.
I hate her.
What I say?
For the listeners.
Mine
should be in a dictionary too.
Yeah. Right. I was going to let it.
I knew she was going to get me.
We all were going to let it slide until she jumped in.
Well, can we put mines in the dictionary? Can mines go in the dictionary too?
No. Just like Walmart can't go in there. No.
But that's what you have to do, man. And you pick what's more important when you weigh in those things. Like if something is getting in the way of spending time with your family, you gotta assess is it worth it or not, and maybe try to get them to understand that it's a passion or it's a necessity that you need to do. And go from there. But Ferg and Roger may prove me wrong, but I don't think there's a solve-all answer for it. Like it varies from situation to situation, man.
Yeah. There's a saying out there that says time is neutral. It can be used constructively or destructively. And that's it. It's like your time is the most precious thing you have. So we talked about this work-life balance a little bit in a previous episode, and we talked about I brought up the power of no and being able to say no. It's so hard to be able to tell people no, and the only reason is I don't have time for it. I don't have the energy for it, and I think a lot of times we forget that not having the energy is just as important as not having the time. Because you got to recharge, right? And so a lot of people think you have the time, but if it's wearing you down and you're constantly tired because you're constantly doing things, that's just as bad. So sometimes you might have the time, but you don't have the energy for it. And like Byron said, with the prioritization, like for me, I was 4 months away from my below the zone look for lieutenant colonel. So I was a major in the Army. And, Jen passed and I had to like reprioritize everything my whole life. And I retired from the military 4 months out from getting this BZ look with 3 OERs that had BZ recommendations from, 1-star generals. So when you look at my history of it, I probably was going to get that BZ look and get lieutenant colonel early. And I, that still kind of weighs on me like, oh man, I would have made lieutenant colonel, but I had to prioritize that. I'm like, I didn't have time for that. That was the easy thing that I could drop and get a lot of time back. Because anybody, especially in the reserves, knows like, it's not 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year, like everybody say. It's conference calls, it's emails, it's, training, extra stuff. And especially when you get up in rank, it's, randomly, I need you to get on orders and report somewhere on a random Tuesday, for a couple days. And like, so all of that time, I was like, I could get all of this time back by retiring. So I went ahead and retired. So that's what you have to think about is if it's not advancing you, either professionally or spiritually, because it could be that, you just really love to do it. Like volunteering and stuff like that. You make time for that because it hits you in that emotional core, not necessarily in the professional advancement. So, you got to make time for that too, to make yourself whole. So just being able to tell people no and sticking to it and not feeling bad that you told people no.
No.
I mean, y'all said a mouthful. I mean, I echo everything you said. Prioritization is the most important thing, and then time management, and also making sure the people around you and who are priorities understand that as well. For me, I did an exercise a few years ago, and Lenny put me on this with there's a podcast by Arian Foster, and his financial advisor was on there, and he said something that holds true to me now is when he makes decisions and he finds things to make things important to him, he figures out his values and he uses his values as a board of directors. So when I try to put things in my life, I kind of bring them to my board of directors and say, how does this fit in? Like the things that I value most are my family, my health, finances, my community, and building a legacy. So every time I look at something like how does adding this to my life fit into those pillars or those values? So is it taken away from my family? Is it taken away from my finances? Is it taken away from me being able to build a legacy? Is it taken away from all those things? And if it does, I can't bring it in. If it's good for 2 but bad for 3, then it doesn't work for me. So I try to prioritize everything and literally like put it down and just literally vote on it based off my values. So
I take a lot of that. I take a lot of that from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at, just kind of comparing things and, trying to be, I mean, I'm a granddaddy now, you know what I'm saying? And, that's new. So, and he's over actually in San Antonio, but, just trying to prioritize all that stuff, merge families together and things of that nature. And, with me working hard and being out there a lot, you know what I'm saying? I just listen to y'all and how y'all mesh that together, man. I like that.
Appreciate it. And I think we hit the end result too is big, because if nothing good's going to come out of it, then what's the point of doing it? Like what's the best thing that can come out of doing this? We talked about the show. The show is therapeutic for me. So I try to find time every week, even if it's, we have those hectic weeks trying to merge all 3 of our schedules together. But it's like, man, when I sit down, it might be hell trying to find that hour and a half. But when I do, when I get up, I feel different. So the end result was worth all of that, trying to prioritize like, man, this show, I'm traveling, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But it's like, man, that was a good show. That was a good conversation. I can't wait to listen to it. So, yeah.
I will say too, man, the fact that I guess for you to ask that question is on your mind. The fact that it's even on your mind and you feel like it needs to be addressed, that's like a big start there too, because so many people, they get so caught up in what they're doing, they don't even realize they're neglecting other things or other people. So the fact that you are even acknowledging that, it's like a huge start too, man. So I think you'll definitely figure it out if that's something that you're even dealing with, man.
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Appreciate it. Anybody else? What we got?
Well, so I don't have anything. I do want to go back to what you said first. You said you're not sensitive. And a lot of people were saying that there's a difference between being sensitive and emotional. So I don't want to skate past that. Do you think maybe that you're emotional and not sensitive?
The things that I care about, I'm very passionate about. Yeah. I'm mentor. I'm passionate about my kids. I'm passionate about certain things, but it doesn't to me, sensitive is like, Raji, sometimes I think I learned a lot from you. The emotional response or the willingness to do certain things because being sensitive to other people's needs or even sensitive to my needs sometimes just doesn't work. Like, I forgot how I said it. I think you'll do things for people because it makes sense to them rather than making sense to you. For me, if it doesn't make sense, I can't do it. I can't find myself doing those things. Like, I know people laughed when I said I kind of grew up with you can't argue with logic. If it doesn't make sense, then why are we doing it? And so, but the things that we do talk about, I'm passionate about certain things, passionate about certain topics, but it's like I'm not going to sit and cry about it. It doesn't change my life one way or another. Like this show, like I'm emotional about my friends. I'm passionate about the way I care about you guys and the people I'm around, but I'm working on it because, like I said, with therapy, like I want to be more sensitive to, like, as a dad, as a husband. Sometimes I'm not as open or sensitive to, like, man, that just like I'll be frustrated with things that happen because it's like I have to remember that my son's 2 years old.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I have to remember that certain things happen. You've seen me, Razi. If it doesn't make sense, I get it. It bothers me, and I get upset because logically, I get upset that I shouldn't be upset. Like, why am I so bad at this? Why did I let this bother me? Like, I would sit there and argue with myself with stuff that bothers me.
Well, for one thing, I will say is I love the fact that you normalize therapy because a lot of us don't.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I try to be open.
Yeah.
Our community, just pray about it. Nah, dog. I need to talk about it.
No.
Yeah, my therapist always like, no, right there. We were going to couples therapy. It's kind of like y'all can push back. We don't need y'all to go every week. When he's looking at me, he's like, dude, what are you complaining about sometimes? Because I just want to be better.
I think every 2 weeks is good.
Yeah. So yeah, we do. We were doing that. I think we do monthly now as a couple. We try.
Yeah, we did that. We done it a couple of times, and I want the boxing mat the first time, but this time, smooth sailing now.
From the kegs under them.
It's different now. Military life is different. It's not a regular marriage. This is like a partnership and then a marriage. It's like you belong to them, but you kind of belong to me too. But we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that you normalize and even therapy for yourself and for your spouse.
I try. Razi got me on that though. Razi was to the point where I didn't want to. I was one of those people that I figured that I have enough sense. I can figure it out on my own. I don't need therapy. Things aren't that bad where I don't need therapy. I can if I write down the facts and all this stuff, like I could logically work through my problems.
Yeah. And a lot of folks think that, just doing a podcast, right, and being able to talk to your friends or whatever, and they can help you. But it comes down to your friends aren't trained to drive the conversation and drive you towards healing. They can give you some feedback. They can give you their opinions, but these folks literally went to school to help you uncover, help you unpack, and help you put it back together. My therapist, I've told the story a couple times. My therapist told me my job isn't to make you forget anything that happened. My job is a lot of times when you open, it's like going into a closet that's like everything's packed in there and it just kind of falls on you when you open the closet. She's like, my job is to help you just fold it all up and put it back in there so when you open the closet, it doesn't fall out on you.
Yes.
That's it. That's the whole point of therapy. And they're trained to do that. Your friends can't do all of that. So, you might feel like you're going and talking to, say, somebody who you don't know, just a stranger or something like that. But it really comes down to those folks know what they're doing. And if you don't like your therapist, don't write off all therapy. Write off that therapist.
And don't lie to
another therapist.
Stop lying.
And don't lie to them. Yeah, don't lie to them.
Say that right there. Yeah,
that's another one. Don't lie to your doctor.
A lot of people, they go to their therapist.
Don't lie to your doctor. Yeah,
I can't fix a lie, baby.
Nah.
Stay new to your pets. I guess that's what we need to say after.
We got Coach Mike James, life coach, on there. So I appreciate the nice explanation. So
one more question, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We got one more. If not, I had one that I was gonna say, but I think is the perfect time. As I mentioned earlier, most people are going back to school. And, a lot of us remember going back to school shopping and all that stuff. So it made me think of this. Oh, better yet, what's next for Three Brothers? Razi.
It's funny.
Plug that YouTube, bro.
Yeah. We just launched YouTube, so we're moving to video podcasting as well. The merch is always out there, and truthfully, I think we want to grow the platform, but at the same time, like we've said a couple times on here, this is therapy for us. This is fun. This is a hobby, and we enjoy doing it. So we really aren't looking to be YouTube superstars or anything like that. If it happens, fine. You know, we're not going to say no to it, but at the same time, we just want to get the word out there, get the message out there, have the conversations. Like you guys have said, bring up the things that other people don't want to talk about and really talk about them. And if we don't know about the information, we bring somebody on that does know about the information and get it out to you guys. So that's the other part about it. Making learning engaging and fun at the same time. So that's really what we want.
And if you guys have any suggestions, we're open to it.
Yes.
Help us grow the platform. We want to do what you guys want to be, what you guys want. You know, it's for you guys as well. I mean, we get a lot of positive feedback. You know, people DM us all the time saying this helped out. I really liked your opinion on this. It's usually to Rise and Buff. But no, seriously, like the feedback really helps. And if you guys have suggestions, give it to us. That's all jokes for me.
Susanna said, what's been our favorite show moment so far?
The first live podcast was me.
Yeah.
That was so much fun, man.
Yeah.
That was and then it just has a special place. You know, it was just so much fun being able to sit down with everybody and just fellowship and just kick back. It just reminded us one of those barbershop moments where you and your friends are just talking and everything was just flowing and debates here and there, and you let the world into our lives. So
you just changed my answer, because I was going to say, because I often refer to the Luton is Bad episode, but I know before that show, we had been, I don't know if you want to say criticized, but we had been told, hey, I like the show, but it seemed like you guys always agree. And then we did that episode and we did not agree. And I like that. But listening to your answer, you're right, man. That first live episode is kind of bittersweet for me in some ways. But that moment, that day was hella fun, and I definitely enjoyed it.
So for me, all those I agree with. I think both of those instances were great, but the One Night Trans episode for me was the I think that's when we found our stride. And so if you go, I think it was like episode 5 or 6. It was still really early when we were making the show. I think we had gotten our mics, and because that's the other part about it is, guys, we just went out on a limb and like we just started. So if you go listen to some of our first episodes, the audio's horrible in it. Like, we say a million times. We still say a lot, but not as much as we did when we started. And it was like we found our stride. The mics, the audio got better. I got better at, kind of figuring out the editing piece of it and being able to upload that. So that's where, for me, it was like, I listened to that show and I was like, we've got something. Like before it was just like, all right, it's fun. But when I listened to that episode, I'm like, the opinions, the conversation, the awesomeness of the topics, everything. I was like, we have something. And so that for me was like a huge watershed moment for us.
And I'll say a side note, the best part of one of my favorite parts is after the show, because I go back and I can't stop thinking about answers or the responses. Like, should have said that. It's because like I'm sitting there thinking about what you guys said. And for me, a lot of parts of the show is challenging what I've always known or what I've always thought, and trying to interpret life differently or try to speak for the person a lot of times who doesn't have the argument. So that's why a lot of times I go against the grain, just because of like, well, this person doesn't really get a say. It's easy to say X. So let me present Y's argument. Let me present this other argument, the other person. And I'll debate with myself after the show. But I mean, I have fun. Then when I listen to the show, it's like, that was a good point, Buff. I heard it when you said it the first time, but now it makes even more sense. Now that I put the whole show together. So I think even listening to the show or recapping the show in my mind is pretty cool. So
Definitely.
any episodes or moments that stood out to you guys outside of slave snacks?
Don't say that word again. You got some people that were really upset.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a slave snacks t-shirt, right? You gonna get a slave snacks?
Yeah. I'm gonna put like Chico sticks, some stage planks. I'm gonna put.
don't put
pig
the
Hold
stick.
up now. No stage plank. Don't do that.
Stage plank is a
Sorry,
slave snack.
You think so?
They're
kinda
delicious.
is.
I
It
love them.
kinda is.
They are what they are.
Disclaimer:
But hold up, though. I'm gonna
slave
tell you
snacks
what.
aren't necessarily bad.
Huh?
It's just they're not necessarily bad. Slave snacks aren't necessarily bad. It's just they are slave snacks. They are what they are.
But
Well,
Ferg,
all right.
if you our age and you, like you said that if you ain't got an AARP card, you know what I'm saying, and you eating that, come on, man.
Like that's the kind
That's
of
not fair.
those are the snacks when you go to your grandmama's house. Like I can't believe she still got them. I'm gonna eat one just because I haven't had these in 27 years.
So hold up. So my grandma used to have ginger snaps. You know the yellow and red box.
Yeah,
The orange,
there's only one box.
Yellow and
Yeah,
orange.
slave snack.
I'm gonna tell you, that's a slave snack.
Yes.
Hey,
When was the last time you bought some ginger snaps?
I ain't gonna lie,
Exactly.
probably like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and I bought that yellow and orange, but it don't taste the same. It don't snap the same. It ain't right. But I'm gonna tell y'all a secret with the stage planks and ginger snaps. You got to leave the box open and let them get stale. I'm telling you.
Hence why. Hence why.
I knew it was coming.
I promise to you, let them get stale. The mugs so soft, like they just came out the oven.
That is true. They do get soft though. They do.
See?
They do
That's
though.
it. Like
They
the
get
butter
soft.
cookies that you put on your finger, the little.
Ooh, you talking about the ones you used to?
Yeah,
Oh,
You don't know about that. You don't even know nothing about that. Hold up, you remember the viewers you
But
put
those
on
are
your
still
fingers like they were
slave snacks.
fingernails?
You shouldn't buy them, but they're still. If somebody had them, like, let me get one. And at 40 years old, I will put that thing on my pinky finger and eat it the same way.
One
You
of
know,
y'all need to
but
post
it's
what a
one of the
stage
snacks
plank
I
is
didn't
for
like.
Orange Moon.
Who?
Oh, she doesn't know what a stage plank
Shut
is.
you
Get
yeah.
one.
She doesn't know what a stage plank
She ain't never watched Color Purple, so I mean, I ain't shocked. We are not shocked.
we do important shots, man.
And yeah,
Look, y'all remember? Do y'all remember in the? I think in the health group she did the carrot bacon. Was she the one?
carrot bacon, is that a thing?
She was.
She may
Yeah.
have-
No,
I know it pissed
yeah, it was
Waukesha
carrot.
off. It pissed. Just use real bacon. Don't call
Just
it.
don't even make the bacon like that. Make real bacon.
Or you could just not, or just
make
don't
carrots.
tell anybody about it. Like you don't have to tell people there's carrot bacon.
We gonna look at it and see that it's not real bacon.
Was
Oh,
that
no,
a
she
food
tried
thought
to-
post? For,
Say what?
was that a food thought post?
Hopefully
I can't
not.
even say it.
Hopefully not. No, it's not a thing.
So nasty.
It just is not a thing.
So who eat Boston baked beans? Y'all eat Boston? I feel like that's part of the slave snacks.
Definitely. If you have to get-
that's a
it
slave
is.
snack.
Yeah, that lemon heads, which I do like lemon heads, still slave snacks. It's not that you
Shiny
don't like
apple
it.
seeds.
It is.
She said it's healthier.
Not about that liquid smoke on there, all that damn sodium.
Carrot.
You got
I know.
99 milligrams of sodium in, and you talking about it's healthier. It's a carrot.
Got it. We
Well,
got to
Boston
tell
bacon
you
flavor.
she gonna lose that card again.
Yeah, she never got it back.
Yeah.
You
Sherman
see, I tried to. I tried to keep it for her.
She
it's like-
she keep messing it up with the carrot. And also she boiled the chicken and she fried it. It was very disturbing to me. Very disturbing.
Oh, tell your mama, hey, Allison, my bad. I'm sorry. I feel like.
She said, "Can we start calling vegetables meat?"
Hey,
Yeah,
mama.
we should.
Hey,
Stop
Hey,
trying to
Hey,
make
mama, how you doing?
buffalo covered cauliflower. That's so nasty.
Oh, come on. No. Just eat the cauliflower. Just eat it.
No, just eat the chicken. Eat the chicken. Just eat the chicken.
Candy lady food is slave snacks. It's not. I mean,
Yes, sir.
My grandmama was a candy lady. I spent a lot of money buying slave snacks. So
Shout out to Roger Williams. They had the best candy lady ever, man.
Annabelle
So
Ferguson.
frozen
Yes,
cups,
they did.
as they call them. It's frozen cups, as they say.
You know they
Oh, yeah,
upgraded. Now they put fruit in it. They put the fruit cocktail in and they freeze it now. So now you get the frozen cup. You got fruit in it.
Don't want that.
In the frozen.
Sorry, it's good.
No.
You know how much?
Don't knock it.
I have to come over there with 50 cents every day. Got me a frozen cup. Got me 3 or 4 the little cigarette bubble gum.
They bad.
Y'all don't remember cigarette bubble gum? That's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Like
that.
2 times all
You
flavors.
like blow on them and
Butter
a little
cookies.
puff of smoke come out.
Yep.
Yeah. That thing was so hard. It was,
So
it
now
was
you
good
telling
all
your
of
age.
17
You
seconds.
telling your age.
That
You
bubble
gotta
gum was
get the
good.
Y'all know what? That's the downfall of the black community right there. We ain't got no candy ladies no more.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
All right.
That might be a topic. We might have to revisit that.
What's causing the black community?
Okay.
Yeah, no
All
more
right.
candy ladies.
No more candy ladies. That's messed up, y'all.
Does anybody know a candy lady?
No.
And the candy lady house got to be kind of nasty a little bit. Not your grandmama house first. Not your grandmama. It got to be nasty a little bit.
Well, she wouldn't even let you come inside.
I would say, how would you know? I never went past the front door of the Candy Lady house.
Yeah.
I messed up one time, y'all, and went in the doggone house, and I never do it again.
No.
Ever.
I saw one yesterday.
well.
Over on Berkeley Avenue, over in Trinity Gardens.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Lady, shut up.
When I'm-
Tag her so we can send her some business. I'm gonna cash out somebody.
Dude,
Support black business.
if I could have
Well,
stopped,
close you can get
that
the
truck, she had a
benefit
sign out there and everything. Nice looking sign and everything. Snacks, chips, this kind of candy, that kind of candy. She just didn't have the prices on it.
Fred said they had a candy lady with a soda machine. She fancy.
What a soda machine.
That wasn't a candy lady. That was
That would have got.
that was a small business right there.
Yeah, that was like she was running
That
up
would've got
there.
so much.
You got a business license.
My candy lady ain't had no business. Like, she had no business selling that candy out of there. Oh,
Ain't none of them do. Yeah.
My grandmama, her best customers were her grandkids. It was too many of
y'all
us.
ain't still a little bit. Y'all ain't still.
Shit, you never met my grandmama.
Oh, she gonna beat your ass.
That's one lady. Shelly, tell them.
Bruce, what up, Bruce?
What's up, boy?
That's-
All right, let's get these party shots in, man.
Let's hit it.
Oh, so Sharice, Nicholas, at the end of the show, we just give whatever's on your mind. Just blurt it out. Tell us what's on your mind as a little parting shot. Either one of y'all can go first.
All right. Go get vaccinated, please, y'all. Please. For us. We ready. We want to go outside. We can't go outside. And always remember, we're vaxxed, but you're the herd. All right, Nick, you.
There it is.
Right there.
Hey, no doubt. Straight up, on that note, going to the health side, but hey, exercise, man. If you can't run, walk. Whatever, push up, whatever, pull ups. I mean, whatever you can do, whatever kind of resistance that you can do. I'm a diabetic, and that's something new to me. And going back to having high blood pressure too, real bad. At stroke status at one point. I beat that and everything, and I'm working on diabetes right now. So, like Ferg was saying, I take the time. Even if I just have 30 minutes before I make a stop or whatever, knock some of that out. Air squats, push-ups, whatever it is I can do. I use my resources around me. So, hey, y'all, just exercise, eat, drink water. Take care of yourself. That's all I got.
Man, well said. And just to piggyback on that, the internet is responsible for a lot of bad things, but one thing it's good for is it eliminates a lot of excuses for working out. Like, you can't afford to go to the gym. There's so many free workouts on YouTube now. You Bluetooth it to your TV and work out that way. So you don't even have to go to a gym, especially with COVID going on. You don't want to go outside because, as Sharice said, it's hot as the devil's navel. Just stay inside and work out to YouTube. But I just want to, along with these two brothers, just say happy second anniversary, man. We launched this 2 years ago. For it to happen on our 100th episode, I think is dope, man. So I continue to enjoy this with you guys. And for the listeners, we can't even express to you guys how much it means to us that you guys tune in and comment on our post on social media. It means a lot to us because it can be time consuming promoting this show and the things Rozzy does with editing and stuff. It can be time consuming. So the fact that it's appreciated, we really love that and appreciate that. So thank you guys. Happy 100. Happy second episode. Second anniversary.
Second anniversary.
Second episode.
Like, which one?
My bad.
I'll echo what Byron said. Definitely, we appreciate it. We're approaching 25,000 listens, so that means somebody out of the day spent an hour and a half. I mean, I know it's not huge podcast numbers, but at the same time, we appreciate it, man. Three guys from Mobile, high school buddies that, grew to have a platform. And so we appreciate every listen. And with that, I just want to say, my whole independent equals single. Me and Ferg, he's here a lot more now. I appreciate that. He's downstairs right now as we record. We were talking last night, and he was talking about, we finally figured out what I really meant in that, and we said it's not independent. Independent does equal single. What we want is you to be an individual. So you can be in a relationship and be an individual because you need to keep your individuality, but you don't need to be independent. So that's a little bit different take on it. I know Ambrosia's listening because she didn't like that. She really doesn't like that whole independent equals single thing.
That was funny.
But stay an individual, be yourself in a relationship. Don't lose yourself in a relationship, but at the same time, be there for that other person and don't try to be independent and don't try to move independently because if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have to. That's the big part of it. Yeah. So I just want to throw that out there.
Perfect. I almost forgot about that, Rozzy.
We'll see if she approves.
Yeah. So if anybody has anything they want to say on that, we will have a guest and they can debate Rozzy at a later date on this. Because I would love to see this Miss Independent. So whoever your independent friend is, connecting with me. Apparently, I booked the guest, and we'll make that happen. Want to take a second out to say, hey, babe, to my wife Sabrina. Today was her first day back working. She's officially a teacher, so she's teaching art. And so today was her first day. I hate that I wasn't there because I'm here for work. But congrats, babe. I know you'll do great. And second, back to Jerice's, what she was talking about, get vaccinated. Get vaccinated. Let's beat this, if for no other reason, to bring HBCU homecomings back. We need homecomings. We need homecomings. We need homecomings. That's all I need. Let's get us to around the end of the year. Then y'all can do what y'all want to do. I just
not only that, we want to see our families for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that good stuff.
I'm trying to give people the elbow. I want a hug.
So,
I
want to hug. So, want to thank all our guests for coming. Just not you two, everybody we've had over the course of the last 2 years, man. You made each show special. You took time out of your day. You prioritized. You saw fit to grace us with your presence. I mean, you're like, we're no big deal in my eyes, but you guys saw fit to do that. So, my God, Sean. But I really appreciate it. To all our listeners, to all our people who follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. It's not even just a show. It's the comments that you guys do with all the posts and stuff that keeps us going. So we really appreciate you, brothers. I appreciate you guys being a part of this. Something about throat babies? I'm confused.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh. You got to say it right. Throat baby.
Please go watch that video, by the way. Throat Baby Remix. Please go watch that video.
All right. Well, Three Brothers No Sense. Listen, like, share, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, listen again.